Hey guys, gonna do a little bit of different video today. Had a few people asking for me to do a shop tour, show kind of how my setup is in the shop, some of the things that I use to help keep organized. So want to give you a quick view of it. First thing coming in the shop, got my electrical panel here. Finally got all this set up. I do actually have electric in the shop now. It was a big hassle that I won't get into it, but right now it is wired for one outlet here, then it runs down. I've got two hookups down there where I'll be able to put a AC unit. So I had them go ahead and pre-wire that. I am then going to wire everything else for additional switches and outlets. I did get a 200 amp service with a surge protector. So it's more than the shop will ever need. It is on its separate meter, but plenty of power in here so I can run my compressor, my welders, my plasma table, you name it. So I'll be doing some videos as I'm running some extra lines, show everyone how to do it. It's pretty easy if you're not scared about it. So over here I have just a vintage fridge, keep my cold, Mountain Dew, beer, etc. And then I got a second one that I got kind of as a parts fridge, but it's actually so nice I may restore it and then sell it if someone's interested in it. But then I come in, kind of a mess right now because I do have the square body blown apart, but I got a little seating area here just for the kids or whoever wants to sit down and just kind of relax in the shop. Over here, I've got my compressor. This will eventually go outside. It's a 60-gallon Cobalt, so it's big enough where it can paint a whole car if I wanted to. So I wanted to go ahead and get something that would be big enough that I'd never need anything bigger. Hidden here behind some of the sheet metal is my Woodward Fab sheet metal brake. It's a 48-inch brake. I've used this thing tons of times and it was definitely worth it. You can see there's where the AC hookups go for the one outside and then one for the inside. Back over here, I've got a Harbor Freight horizontal vertical bandsaw. It's on wheels. I can pull it out if I need to use it. I've got my Mittler Brothers motorized bead roller. It's a 36-inch, basically top of the line, best that you can get. Got a whole bunch of dies for it, as you can see by the dust on it. It's basically just been sitting here. I will get around to using it eventually though. Another tool, old tool that I love is a Pexto slip roller. This thing is, I believe, from the 50s. Definitely worth, I think I paid like 300 bucks for it with the rolling cart. Again, something easy. I can just roll in and out. If I need to use it, when I'm done, put it back. Next is the Pexto shear. This is a 1952. Is 37 inches wide, so it makes it a little bit challenging for some pieces, but definitely use the heck out of that too. Got my Go Jacks. I use the heck out of these things. Hard to pay full price for them. I found a deal on Marketplace back a couple years ago. It was 400 bucks for the whole set, and I just built a rolling cart for them to sit on. I do have the rapid air system. I used to have that in my old garage. Gonna eventually get around to wiring it in the shop so we can see what all the blue piping is for the rapid air. The piping set wasn't too bad. All the fittings is really what racks up quick on that. Some more dollies. This is going to be my plasma table area. So I've got the Premier Plasma 4x4 table. I've got a plasma cart here kind of set up where I've got my plasma cutter, the Hypertherm 45, and then the computer, the box, monitor, keyboard, all that sort of stuff's gonna go here. So almost have all this done. I did some of the wiring here on the gantry, kind of cleaned it all up, and I just need to do the final wiring, then run the electrical for the compressor, and then to come down here for the plasma cutter, put a 220 outlet pretty much right here, and then that'll be done. Underneath the plasma table, I'm just using it for metal storage for what I have. I don't really like it, but I'll clean it up somehow. And then I've got just metal over here on the sides, various gauges. Kind of want to do something different with that. I just don't know what yet, and right now it's out of the way, so that's what works. Got a 1950s Craftsman drill press. Got this off a buddy, Lance Davis. He had it. I loved it. I had one that I just never got around to restoring, and when it came time that he wanted to get rid of this one, I got it off him. So thing works awesome. Got a big disc sander down there. Right now for my welder, I do have a Lincoln 140 Pro MIG. This is a 110. I do need to get a 220. I had one and got rid of it because I wasn't using it, but I will go with another Lincoln just because I built my old Sierra using that Lincoln and had no issues with it, and it's still on the road actually. This welding table is one I actually put together. Built it just with some box steel. I built it around a Craftsman cart. So I have things in here like rivet tools, punch tools, air tools are hidden in here. So pretty basic setup. And then I got a big thick top for it. I think the measurements are over here. Oh, somewhere around here. Decent sized table. Use it for what I need to use it for. I do need to round these corners because I get stuck on them a couple times and they hurt. I did just put some dowels here. Can hang my cutoff wheels and my flap discs. And then over here on this angle iron is what I use to hang my grinders on. Going into my toolboxes, I can't say enough about these Craftsman boxes here. It's the 60 or 63 wide box. They were roughly $1,000 at Lowe's, but it seems like you can't get them anymore now. The reason why I love it is it does have a full top drawer. Mine's kind of a mess right now, but I just love having that. So I've had this one about 3 years. To me, $1,000 is a lot better than the $4,000 or $5,000 for a Snap-on box. So I did just get a second one. This one you can see is actually cleaner because I haven't messed it up yet. So plenty of room. I really outgrew this one, which is why I ended up getting the other one. I use a label maker and just kind of put on here. I pretty much know where everything is, but label, pliers, electrical, engine tools, hammers, that sort of thing. The way I've got it set up right now is I have my standard SAE for my wrenches and sockets and everything in this one, and then this one over here is metric, just to try and keep it a little bit easier and cleaner. So then coming down here, I've got just more and more workbenches. Again, Craftsman. I got them when they were on sale before Sears went out. Nothing but good things to say about them. Got welding supplies and everything's kind of labeled. Levels and measuring, so I can jump in there and have plenty of measuring tapes and levels and all that sort of stuff. Wheel storage, fits a set of 20s and they're perfect. Then this is my bolt bin that I got. Found it on Marketplace and got it, obviously sticker bombed it with everything, all truck and car related stuff on this side. This side I'm a big Dixon fan, so got a whole bunch of Dixon stickers. I did go and label everything so I can just quickly grab 5/16 nuts, bolts, washers, that sort of thing. And I did just pick up this tool here. It's the Identabolt. I think it was like 90 bucks. You can get them on Amazon or directly from the company, but it's got pretty much everything all the way down to 1/2 inch, where you've got the bolt so you can check your nuts, or it has threaded holes where you can check your bolts. I end up having buckets like this, so it's nice that I can just go quickly and check and find out and see exactly, okay, what is it. So like this is 1/2 by 13 course, so then I can quickly take it and throw it in my 1/2 by 13 bolt bin. I'm good to go. This is the label maker I use. There's like 20 bucks at Walmart, and then you buy the little cartridges in there, and those are like 5 or 6 bucks on Amazon. Super easy to use and gets the job done. This is just storage for our Relax on the Ranch car show, flyers and giveaway bags and goodies and all that sort of stuff. Then more storage, grinder discs, sandpaper, drill bits, clamps. Got a whole bunch of clamps and everything in this drawer. Then this one is stainless steel top. Really use this one just for storage or working on stuff. Got miscellaneous stuff tucked underneath it. And then down here I have just Craftsman boxes. This is kind of just a parts locker here. Got a whole bunch of billet stuff, steering wheels. Yes, I've got way too many billet steering wheels. Various billet parts, mufflers, all my hosing, steel braided line, just kind of throw in here so it's out of the way. Then I have these two boxes. These are for the Versatrek, which is Craftsman's kind of shelving slot wall stuff. These hang on them. I just haven't figured out where I'm going to put it yet, so right now it's in the corner, but this is kind of my glove and safety box. It's got, you know, masks and gloves and you name it. And then down there is some more air tools. Then this whole wall, and it's going to be kind of hard to see, is all shelving. So it's about, well, it's a 40-foot wall, and I think I've got 4 feet down at the end, so 36 feet of shelving. Can't say enough good things. This is a Sam's Club kit. It's $150 for a 4-shelf unit, but you can stack on top of them and make them wider. So since they have these 2 slats on either side, you can basically buy 2 kits for 150 bucks each and get 3 kits long if you don't use all 4 shelves, which I don't, and you'll see further down, because you know, you can leave some of these up and I can slide engines underneath here and just utilize some more of the floor space. Plenty of space, super easy to install. And again, for like 150 bucks, they can't really be beat. So these are where I store parts. I've got some old C10 Suburban parts down there, miscellaneous engine parts, paint parts, a whole bunch of stuff. You'll see down here, I've got all of my LS engine parts. So heads, truck intakes, can't give those things away. Miscellaneous bolts, gaskets, you name it, all LS parts here. Then some miscellaneous air ride stuff. Shout out to Rigo Suspension Store for that. Got some kind of decor I need to hang up. You know, my shop's kind of like the Cracker Barrel with all this stuff I have. I just haven't hung it up. Over here, got one of Eric Mosley's trophies and Alvin Lawrence's trophies from Slamfest. Got to meet up with them and give. Got a 5.3 block. That's for Rigos. We're eventually going to do a turbo 5.3. And then a 6-liter block. Going to build out eventually. Not sure what I'm going to put in it. It supposedly has a bent rod, but I got to tear it apart and check and see. And I've got some stoplights up there, just miscellaneous signs, you name it. All of my banners are up there. Just kind of, you know, make it nice. All of the lighting is, again, Sam's Club. They are 20 bucks for each light. So I think you can link, they say no more than 10 together. I've linked 7 on each side. I do have one that went bad that I've got to replace. And then I bought more that I'm going to do some in the middle. Need to get some insulation up on the roof. I started using some panels. Didn't like how they just kind of fell down. As you can see, I did this whole wall and it's just this Polypro 1-inch thick insulation here. Makes a world of difference on these walls, and it's super easy to cut out. Makes a little bit of a mess because it is styrofoam, but it cuts out, it fits in there good. So I'm gonna go and eventually rent a scissor lift and do the roof. Over here, I've got 2 10x10 roll-up doors, and then the 1 man door down there. This is kind of my charging station right now. I'm probably gonna move it. All of my Milwaukee batteries, that sort of stuff. I've got Alexa for stereo, that all goes there. I did begrudgingly put a TV in here because my kids do like to come out. So I've got a Fire Stick, I've got Wi-Fi out here in the shop, so the kids can still be out here with dad and kind of babysit them while they're watching who knows what. This is just storage here. Again, some more LS parts. These are for Rigo's engines, so I wanted to keep them separate from my parts. Gloves, Milwaukee vacuum, fan, that sort of stuff. This old do-all bandsaw, sold this to my buddy Ryan Spen. It's a 1942, super solid bandsaw. Thing is heavy, as you can tell. I had to move it with the engine lift, but I sold that to him. He's gonna come pick it up eventually. I just don't have the time to fix it up and really haven't had a need for a bandsaw, and especially now with the plasma table, I'll be using that. As far as the cars in here, I've got my buddy Tony's Mazda, which eventually someone will buy that. I'll give $100 to whoever buys it. I've got the two-door Blazer. It's already got a V8 swap in it. This is going to be bagged, body dropped, building a full frame for this here in the not too distant future, but gonna get the crew cab done first. The crusty, rusty Falcon, plan is if I don't sell it, make it a bare bones race car. I do have my buddy Kurt Suburban. He just dropped this off today. Gonna be doing helper bags, or really airbags in the rear of it, just to give him a little bit more lift when he throws all of his car products in there. He sells Suburbia Sudz, if you haven't heard about them, a whole bunch of awesome cleaning products. So I'll have a quick video here soon of putting on the rear airbags on the Bourbon here. Just going with a basic kit, just enough again for the rear, the 2 bags, one compressor, 1 tank, just manual valve setup, super quick and easy install. But just nice and clean and tucked away underneath, because again, he throws all of his product in here when he takes it to car shows. Then we have the ramp truck. Just already posted the video on this. Today I just got in all of the sheet metal from LMC. So I've got new rear door, front door, fender, all that's good to go. I am working on the rockers and the floor pans on it. On the driver's side, I did get the fender over there, the door. I did get both inner fenders as well. The door does have some damage on it. Contacted LMC, they're already shipping me out a new door. So kudos to them for that fast response. And then, you know, again, be working on this. It's kind of a mess over here right now, don't mind this. But I've been working on the inner rockers. Got the floor pan pretty much in over here. Got to do a little bit more trimming and then start tacking that in. Then I can work on the inner rocker and outer rocker. But I'll have videos coming on this. So that's a quick shop tour. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about what I've done in the shop, what I'm gonna do, you know, epoxy, Benjamin Moore epoxy on it. It's taken a beating. It has some chips, but for what I paid for it and did it myself, it was like $1,000 to do the whole shop, as opposed to some of the quotes I got were $4,000 or $5,000. I've been very happy with it. Gear fluid, gas, oil, wipes up pretty easy. Some of the harder stuff, this is just some sticky stuff that I don't know what it came out of. Just a mop and a scrub and it comes up as well too. So again, for what I paid for it and my labor, it was definitely worth it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos on the square bodies. We continue to work on that.